You want to say anything to anybody?
Hello. I forgot to get a video of the... Everybody's seen what those new electric vans from Rivian for Amazon looks like, so I just talked to this young kid. He said, just started with Amazon. I said, how many stops you making today? He said 192. So if an 8-hour day is 480 minutes, you can do the math. That's it's like one every 2.5 minutes. That's got to be killing UPS, number one, or FedEx, and it also has to be killing the stores. Because instead of this person going out to the store and buying something, they're just ordering on Amazon and having it delivered. And he opened up the van, he showed me the back, and it's interesting. They have these giant cube cloth bags or nylon bags, whatever they are. And so what they do is somebody at night or in the morning packages those. And at UPS, they do the same thing, but I think the driver still has to pack his truck at UPS, or he did. But he said it's already packed. He's just got to get in and drive. And but 192 in 8 hours. Because I said, do you have to go back and refill it? And he said no. So they must all be smaller type things, because it's not a big truck. Not a big truck at all. And today is September 30th, 2024, last day of September. I'm in Long Island, New York. And yesterday it was rain, cold when I arrived, but it was a travel day, so that's okay. And today is gorgeous, 72, 73 degrees. Other than yesterday, I've had weather like this, man. I've been very fortunate, very blessed. I have great weather. Very interesting, very interesting. I am in New York, and basically 1 month to the election, and I've seen 2 lawns with signs, and both of them have been Trump, which I find very, very big contrast to Michigan. Michigan, I was in Grand Rapids, which is a very, very liberal city, I was told. So I should not be surprised to see a lot of, in fact, the Trump to Harris signs in Michigan, I didn't count them, but I'd guess it was at least 95 to 5. 95 out of 100 were for Democrats. And I don't remember seeing a lot of signs in the Detroit area when I was in Detroit, because I was in the city. It's funny, when I was in Detroit in 2013, I drove, oh, look at those, that's like the Day of the Dead. I drove to the exact street that we actually had dinner on, and I remember saying that that was probably one of the nicest parts of downtown Detroit. And back when I was visiting, basically downtown was all Detroit had, around all the sports teams. And it seemed a little bit better now, but not as much as everybody's saying, because I've had a lot of people comment saying, oh, Detroit's better, it's back, man. I wouldn't go that far, me personally. Yeah, it was okay, but man, you get outside that downtown still, it looks like a nuclear bomb went off. So that's all I'll say on that one, man. I don't think Detroit's ever coming back to its heyday, unless something really drastic happens. Okay, beautiful day. So it's a couple miles to the train station, then I'll just... That woman with the dogs... See, I always, even though I'm pretty sure, I've never been in this area before that I'm walking. So she's walking dogs. I figured she's local, right? So I said to her, I said, hey, is this going to, I forget the name of the street already, towards the train station? And she looks at me, she goes, I'm the worst person you can ask. I'm just a dog walker. I don't really know where anything is. And I'm like, you're a dog walker? So that means you walk these streets and you don't know which way the train station? I mean, the train station is, like, I've walked almost there right now. And then she screams back at me saying, oh, I'm pretty sure I walked by a train station down there. And I was like, thank you. It's like, welcome to the USA, man. But it is a pretty area. Me personally, I'm not a fan of Long Island. It's just because it's every time I come here, it's bumper to bumper traffic. That's why I try to come on the train. And but it's very pretty. It's very nice. There's some very affluent areas in Long Island. And yeah, I've been out to the end of the island, saw some really nice places. Usually the eastern side is more of a shithole compared to the other areas. It's more like New York City, you know, which is a dump, truly. And I only say that because, I mean, New York's okay. I'm just pulling your leg. I mean, but it is a dump compared to what people who live there, like, oh, I couldn't live anywhere else. Oh, I'll be like, really? Man, I could live somewhere else. Me personally, I mean, yeah, I'd live in New York for a little while, but I mean, we're talking very short period of time. It's like living in Mexico City. You know, the only reason I'm in Mexico City, this is not the street I was looking for, but we'll go with it. The only reason I'm in Mexico City is because of the weather. If Mexico City didn't have nice weather, there's zero chance in hell I'd be in Mexico City. Because, I mean, Mexico City is, you know, it's a shithole too. It probably has more people than New York. It's poorer. The infrastructure is terrible. If you take the subway at the right time of day, it's not that bad. Otherwise, it's a nightmare. Nice thing about Mexico is they have colectivos. So it's pretty inexpensive to get around compared to trying to get around New York City. All right, I'm gonna go. Kid there, he's running. Yeah, this heavy box, he kind of jogged it up to the house and then he ran back to his truck, strapped himself in and took off. That's how they make 192 stops in 480 minutes, man. And they just weed out people, kind of like GE started, you know, take out the bottom 10% every so often. And that way you have new blood coming in. And it's a way to keep from having to pay people benefits, because the kid on Amazon was saying they get no benefits of any kind. So after a certain period of time, people probably leave for benefits, or they probably start to get disenchanted. So maybe Amazon preemptively just wipes them out, you know. Yep. Well, all those jobs within a certain amount of time, you know, it's going to be some sort of robot or automation that goes up to the doors. You know, what will happen is they'll have a truck go into neighborhood and out come all these individual robots, 10, 15, 20, 50, 100 of them, and just deployed to the different streets. And then they'll all go back to the center hub truck, load up, and maybe there's one guy there just in case there's a problem. And that reduces, you know, you figure if you spend $10,000 for a robot, I'm just picking a nice round number, then if it lasts a few years, you know, you've more than paid for the replacement cost of the people. I'm sure they have the numbers and have done the numbers, and I'm sure that's why they're doing all these drone programs and robot programs. Oh, looks like a Trump sign down there too. So what is that, 5 for 5? Interesting. U.S. Air Force veteran, but no signs. Well, these folks get into Halloween. Yeah. Yep. Well, good for them. Well, this is the first Harris Waltz sign I've seen. I've seen 3 more Trump signs. I didn't film them. What does that mean? We are not going back. I don't even understand it. We're not going back? We're not going back to America being great again? Is that what they're saying? Ridiculous. Well, that's the thing, putting graveyards in your lawn, I guess.
I'm not looking back, but I want to look around me now. See more of the people and the places that surround me now.
Train coming, I believe. It's 5 minutes late. But it doesn't matter because I'll be 2 hours early.
Summer's going fast, nights growing colder. Children growing up, old friends growing older. Breathe this moment a little bit longer. Make each sensation a little bit stronger.
Welcome to New York.
But obviously the progress is progress, so.
Going up to Penn Station to go to Amtrak. It's October 1st, 2024, 8:30 a.m. Train's at 11. I'll see if they have an earlier train I can take. Expected it to be a little bit crazier than this, but it's not so busy.
Not looking back, but I won't